Hello everyone, welcome to my channel GV Envisions, and for today's video I will be giving a tutorial about SketchUp for beginners. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, so if you are just starting your SketchUp journey, this video is for you, since this will be a complete guide for the beginners like you watching this video today. So first, let us open our SketchUp Pro 2021. Okay, this one. So as you open your SketchUp 2021, you can see here the previous file that you have worked with, so you can open it directly. But now let us have a separate file for our tutorial in this video. So you can choose the different dimensions here. So I will choose the meter since I am more comfortable about this one. Upon clicking this one, and then after a while, you can see here that you now have your SketchUp work. Okay, so if you can see here an image of a woman, you can just simply delete this one by clicking this image here and pressing delete in your keyboard. Okay, so when you arrive in the workspace of your SketchUp, you can just scroll up in order for you to zoom in and scroll down in order for you to zoom out. Now, if you also want to have a 3D orbit, you just need to click the scroll of your mouse. So as you can see, from the arrow cursor, it will create the image of the icon of an orbit. So you can just click this one and then hold, and then you can now have the 3D orbit of your SketchUp workspace. Okay, so first one here is let us know how to create a line. Okay, so in creating the line, you must first be familiar about the three different axes for this one. We have the green axis, we have the red axis, and we have the blue axis. So to create a line, go here in the tools here in the upward. So click the line tool here. So you can just click this one, or you can press letter L in your keyboard so that you can able to go to the line command. So now you can see the pencil icon here on the cursor. So you just need to click anywhere you want. So for example, I will be clicking in this part, and then make sure that you are in the green axis. Okay, and then if you want to be in the other part, you make sure that you are in the red axis and also in the blue axis. So that is very important that in SketchUp you must maintain that your line is in the three different axes for it to be a straight line. Since if you have it in the black color, you are not already in the straight line. So that's why it's important for you to have the green, the red, the green, and the blue axis. Okay, so first is let's create a line. Now, let's say for example that you want to have a specified dimension or measurement of your line. So all you need to do is after clicking that one, focus on the length of this here in the lower right corner of the SketchUp. So what you will need to do is to press a number or a measurement that you want. In my case, I want it to be 4 meters. So I will press number 4 in my keyboard. As you can see, the number 4 is input in the length box here in the lower right. Next is let us press enter in our keyboard. So as you can see, you already created a line. Okay, also for it to release, all you need to do is just click escape in your keyboard so that you can have create a separate line that is not connected to this one. So next is let us say for example that you want to make sure that the line that you created is really 4 meters, because there are instances that you might have a typo error. So what you will need to do is to use the measurement tool here or the tape measure tool. Okay, so all you need to do is click that one, or you can just press letter T in your keyboard to have the shortcut command of the tape measure tool. Okay, so what you will need to do is to look for this point here, the green one, that is the end point or the starting point. So click that one, and then make sure that your cursor is in this other point here. No need to click that one. All you need to do is to put your cursor in this end point here. Okay, so as you can see, there is a 4 meters that appear, and also in the lower right in the length box, you can also see that it is 4 meters. Okay, so you cannot just press escape to end up this command. Okay, let us say for example that you want to create another line here because you want to create a 3D or a cube. Okay, so all you need to do is go back to the line tool, press this one or click this one, or just press letter L. Okay, so next is let's go to the, make sure that you are in the red axis now. Okay, so all you need to do is again press number 4 in your keyboard and then press enter. Next, let us go to the green axis, or yes, the green axis, and then make sure that you are, okay, so there is a line here, an imaginary line of red in the red axis that indicates that you are aligned to this point here. But all you need to do, if you are hesitant about that, you can just simply press 4 in your keyboard and then enter again. And then after that, for you to have your square already, you just need to connect this one. No need to type number 4, just connect it to the end point or the starting point you have earlier. Okay, so click that one, and now you can see that there is already a face here. Okay, so all you need to do is to create that is an indication that you can now create a 3D object out of this box. Okay, so all you need to do is go to this tool here. We have here the push-pull tool. Okay, so what does it do? Click this one or just press letter P for its shortcut command. So click this face here, then drag it upward, and you can see that it is it already creates a thickness, and it is now in the you already created a 3D object. Okay, to have it a specified measurement, just make sure to press again or type number 4 in your keyboard and then enter. Okay, and then you can see here in this part the distance that is already 4 meters. So you already created a cube out of the box that you created earlier. Okay, so next one here is also the next tool that we will be having is the circle tool. Okay, so circle tool enables you to create a circle. So all you need to do is press letter C in your keyboard to have your shortcut command. But let's say for example, if you want to have this at the center of this box or this cube rather, so what will you do? All we need to do is to press letter L for the line command and then locate the midpoint of this one. So that is the indication of the midpoint. That is the blue point. The green point is the end point or the starting point. The blue is the midpoint. Okay, so click that one. Let's just create a temporary line to cross in this part so that we can locate now the center of this face here. So all we need to do is press letter C to create our circle and then click, and then let us specify what certain radius that we want to have. Say for example, I want to have a 1 meter radius of 1 meter, and then enter. Okay, so as you can see, you created now this circle here. So let's say for example that you want to create a hollow part of this in this one here. So all we need to do is to first delete the unnecessary lines such as this one. You don't need this anymore, so let's delete this using the eraser tool that is located here. Just click this one or just press letter E in your keyboard for its shortcut command, and then click this one, and then click the line that you want to delete, then click again. So now you already get rid of the unnecessary line. Next is you want to have your hollow part in this one, so let us use again the push pull or letter P as its shortcut command, and then click this one and then drag it backwards so that you can create the hollow part. And then next is make sure that you level it up to this any point here. Okay, so and then release, and then if we turn around our orbit, we can see that there is already a hollow part here. Okay, so that is how we use the circle, the push pull, and the erase command. Okay, so next is, let us say for example you want to create a duplicate of this one, or you want to move this object. Okay, so first, in order for you to move this object, you can select this one and you can right click this and then go to make group, so that it will be a one object already. Okay, so the difference between that one, if it is ungrouped, the different faces are separated. But if you select this one and then group this object, you can see that you can move it as one. You just need to click one part and then you can move everything. Okay, next is you want to have the move tool. The move tool here is this part. Just click the move tool, and then or it is letter M in your shortcut in your keyboard for the shortcut key, and then click any point that is connected or included in your object, So first is click that one, and then next is move this to wherever you want to place your object. Say for example, I want it to put in the center, so I will put this one here, click, and then release. Okay, so this is now your object. Let's say for example, you want to copy the object. You just don't want to move it, but you want to create a duplicate of it. So what you will do is to again use the move tool, click anywhere in the point that is included in your object, click that one, and then after that, make sure that you press Control in your keyboard. Okay, press Control, and then you can see that you already created a duplicate of your object, and then click it to release. Okay, you can have as many objects as you want as long as you have the you press the Control key. Okay, so to undo, you can just have Control Z. To redo, you can also have Control Y. Okay, say for example, you want to create 50 objects or 50 copies of this one. You know, it's really hard to create a copy that you will just click this one and then move and press Control, and then you will create 50 out of it. So that is very tiring for that kind of act. So what we'll do is we also have a command here to create a 50 copies of your object. For example, this one, just click this one, and then press letter M in your keyboard, click this one, and then hold your control in your press your Control in your keyboard, and then click here, click anywhere, and after that one, you type the 50 and then X. Okay, so that is the indication that you will create a 50 copies of that object. So after that, make sure in the lower right corner in the distance you can see 50x there, and then press enter. Okay, and as you can see, you create multiple copies of your object. So if you count it, that will result to 50. So that is the use of the copy tool. Okay, so let us undo this one, and then next here is we also have the paint bucket tool. Okay, so what is now the paint bucket tool? Paint bucket tool enables you to have a apply a certain material to your object. For example, this one, click this paint bucket, and then after that one, or you can just press letter B in your keyboard for the shortcut command. As you can see here, this is now your paint bucket, and then you can select any materials. You have the asphalt and concrete, brick and cladding, colors. We also have the glass and mirrors. Let's say for example, let's focus on the colors. Okay, for example, we will choose green, this one, and then we will be clicking that one. You can see that it is already obtained the color of a green. Say for example, you want to have a separate color on the other side of your object. So all we need to do is just to click that one and ungroup this, so explode. Okay, so because when you group it, if you apply a certain color, it will be applied to every corner of your object. So all you need to do is to explode, and then you can already have the individual faces again. So click the color green, this one. Then say for example, your the other side is red, this one. Okay, then let's say for example, you want a this one, the almond. Okay, or we have also the orange. Okay, so you can create different colors out of this one. Let's say for example, you want the peach, then you have the pink, and then this one, you have the yellow. Okay, so you can see here, you can create you can apply a different material or colors in your object. So you can see a lot of materials here, even metal, roofing, stone, and etc. So that is the paint bucket tool. Okay, we also have here the zoom in and the zoom out. Okay, so here this one here is a zoom. So if you click this one, you will be zoom in, and then for this one is zoom out. So that is the okay. So for example, you want to zoom in, and then you are tired of scrolling, so what we'll do is to click this one for zoom out. Okay, so that is the zoom in and the zoom out. Next is also this one, the pan. So the pan enables you to move your workspace without even moving or without even rotating to the orbit. Okay, so that is the different that is the the pan control or the pan. Okay, so that's it with our tutorial about the basic in SketchUp. This is very good for the beginners who are starting their SketchUp journey. Okay, if you want to learn more about SketchUp and to know more advanced tool here in SketchUp and advanced skill in SketchUp, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and wait for the next tutorials that I will be giving. And I am also excited to teach you how to create your own design in SketchUp and to render your design using Enscape. So that will be all for this video. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you on my next video. To God be the glory.